We're talking about unicorns, and usually when we do that, we're referring to companies that are trying to reach a valuation of about $1 billion or more. But this time we're going to go global, as we typically do in this segment. We take a look at emerging markets and some of the frontier markets that we are keeping our eye on. This is a really cool story. This is the value here of money payments in Nigeria. Nigeria is the biggest mobile payments company. It is on its way to being Africa's next unicorn, all in the next year or two. They have now processed about $2.3 billion worth of transactions in 2020. Only had about $8 billion in the last 4 years. If you want to do growth, that is how you do it. Let's do this all and explore this further. With joining us from Nigeria, Paga founder and CEO Tayo Oviosu, and also with us, what a pleasure, our Bloomberg Quick Take anchor Jennifer Zabazaja. Jen, take it away.
Thanks so much, Taylor. Tayo, let's just bring you in here. Thanks so much for joining us. As Taylor mentioned, a lot of growth that you've seen with your company. First of all, talk to us about the strategy. You've said not going digital first is not the way that you and your company are focused on. You're merging a few different ideas. Can you just walk us through that?
Yeah, thank you very much, Jennifer, for having me on the program. Really appreciate it. I think, first of all, just to tell people what we're doing at Paga, we are building the PayPal or Square Inc. for Africa. We're focused on for people to pay and get paid and access financial services. And doing that by focusing on consumers, offering them services where they can digitally make payments, and also on sellers and merchants, right? And offering them a platform where they can collect payments and make payments. If you look at today's Africa, we believe very strongly that digital-only strategies do not scale. And the reason is very simple. Africa today, smartphone penetration is still really low, right? And so you have about, in Nigeria, where I am today, 10 to 20% smartphone penetration. The United States was at 10% 10 years ago, over 10 years ago. So, that's one big problem. The other big problem is the cost of data. So what we believe you need to do, which is what we've done at Paga, is to build a hybrid approach where you offer and meet people where they are. So you offer an app that is in a smartphone. You offer what's called USSD that works on any feature phone. Right. You can dial *242#, just like you dial a phone call, and you get a menu, and you can do your transactions that way. Or if you're not tech savvy, you can walk into the neighborhood store, right, similar to the 7-Eleven store, and access what we call agents, mom and pop shops, where you can do transactions. So in today's Africa, this is what scales. It's a mixture, hybrid of offline and online.
And Tayo, a lot of your services relies on humans, right? While the rest of the world is focusing a lot on algorithms, right, to help them move forward. What do you think that enables you to do with the service?
Well, what it does is it allows us to reach the mass market. So you and I in Nigeria, we can use the app, right? Very similar to Cash App, very similar to Venmo. We'll link up bank accounts and we do our transactions and we're great. But you know what? The mass market in Nigeria cannot do that and do not do that. So what they do is they go into someone they recognize and they can talk to and they know, and they ask that person to help them send the money to the bank account, right? And that person is using a digital platform, right? So it's a transition between working with someone in the offline mode and then one person helping them do their transactions online. And this is exactly what we're really excited about in the partnership that we've recently done in Nigeria here with Untapped Global, because it's really about how do we help digitize more of these small, medium merchants and bring them into financial services, make it easier for them to start up and start moving towards a digital path.
Yeah, Tayo, and just finally, I mean, today we saw China cracking down on payments and financial institutions. Wondering if you have any concerns about working with governments and potentially the regulation that you could see as a result.
Yeah, no, that was a very disappointing piece of news today, and I hope they reverse that at some point. Look, in Nigeria, the government in Nigeria, central bank has also come out against cryptocurrencies, even though the central bank is taking the step of launching its own digital currency on October 1st in a few weeks here. So we're hoping that as they move towards having their own digital currency, I think we'll move to having cryptocurrencies at least seen as assets. It is really important, I believe very strongly, that Bitcoin particularly has the power, the currency of the internet. And so I'm hoping that this is something that comes back.
All right, Tayo Oviosu, we have to leave it there. Thank you so much, Paga founder and CEO. Romain, back to you.
You're watching Bloomberg.